Eritrea gained independence in 1993, Dawit Isaak, in spite of having received Swedish citizenship in the meantime, decided to return to Eritrea to help to rebuild his country. He became an editor of 𝐒𝐄𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐃, Eritrea's first independent newspaper, which criticized the government and advocated for human rights and democracy. His work led the government to harass and threaten him with continued interrogations. However, he continued his advocacy beyond his personal interest for the principles of human rights and democracy. He did not give up, and for being a courageous journalist, daring to publish open letters calling for democratic reform in 𝐒𝐶𝐃, he ended up being arbitrarily arrested in 2001. He was held incommunicado without trial and denied access to family, consular assistance, and the right to legal counsel, effectively an enforced disappearance. During a crackdown where 10 other independent journalists were arrested in September 2001, together with 11 reformists. Politicians, members of the Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki's government, known as the G15, urging the government to hold open elections and implement a newly drafted constitution. Dawit Isaak went on writing about human rights, open and free elections, and criticizing the government for not providing free elections. He has continued to influence the Eritrean people to care about their fundamental rights. Today, Dawit Isaak is still in unlawful detention and is considered to be the world's longest continuously detained journalist. He has been held in prison since 2001 without a trial. He has not been charged with a crime, and he has not been permitted to talk to his lawyer. Amnesty International has listed Dawit Isaak as a prisoner of conscience. The Edelstam Foundation calls on the international...
As it has been said in the video, Dawit Isaak awarded the Edelstam Prize in Stockholm, a prize awarded for journalists who show exceptional courage for defending freedom of expression, which is vital for democracy. Dawit is considered the world's longest detained journalist. He was co-founder of 𝐒𝐶𝐃 newspaper and detained in 2001 along with other journalists. Today is his daughter, Bethlehem Dawit, is my guest. Welcome, Bethlehem.
Thank you.
Yeah. How do you feel when you see these prestigious awards that are given to journalists who show exceptional courage for freedom of expression given to your father?
Well, I'm deeply honored and to be my father's daughter, and I feel like God has blessed me with such a father, and I also feel very honored because I took it instead of him, but also very sad, of course, because he should have been here. But this is of course a prize also for, as I said in my speech, I said 𝐒𝐄𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐃 Eritrea, and it's actually for all Eritreans, and I think all Eritreans deserves freedom, whether they are for the criminal government or not. So I think it's for all of us, because my father is an Eritrean, and so we should be proud.
Yeah. Dawit has been awarded a number of awards while in detention. Can you tell us more about each one of them?
Well, in 2017, he got the UNESCO prize, and it's the prize of that the UN gives to courageous people from all over the world, and he got that, and he got the 𝐒𝐂𝐿𝐿 prize, and that was, I think it was in 2009, and several other prizes, so or awards as you call them. So I am, I am very, very, very proud and honored, because it also shows that his spirit is he's a fighter, and he believes in freedom for all, and he believes in freedom of speech, and he believes in human rights. And I know also a lot of us Eritreans do. We believe in those rights. We believe in democracy. We believe in human rights. We believe in democracy. So I think, because I think a lot of people, maybe when they see Eritrea and the situation there, maybe a lot of them think we are a stupid people who are in this primate state of humans. But I know a lot of us believe in freedoms, in human rights, in education, and to actually be an evolved people and an evolved country. So yeah.
Yeah. Can you also tell us who Dawit Isaac is as a father?
Well, for me, he taught me how to read and write, and he was actually good in mathematics as well. I'm not that good, but he was teaching me that as well. And very humble, and he was always reading, and he encouraged us to read all the time. And he would take us to places. We eat in the restaurants, or we eat gelatos, or we were stroll around. But actually, he was, as a parent for me, he was asking me stuff as well. He was an interested father, because he wanted to know what I was thinking about stuff. Of course, on my level, because I was just a child. But so I have missed that, to talk to him.
Yeah, I understand. Uh, if there are any fondest memories of your father, can you share us?
Well, I remember, actually one day we were strolling in Asmara, and I asked him, because it was a big green, I think it was green, that mosque, and I never been to a mosque, but I know it was very round, so I was very fascinated, and I asked him, what kind of building is that? Because he would tell me the history of Asmara when I was a little girl, when we were, going for walks sometimes. And I asked him what kind of building that was, and and then we went to the mosque. We went in, and there was one imam there. I think he has to be an imam, I think, and he was welcoming us. This man, he said, "I can show you around." And I was always fascinated by, and I'm still fascinated by history. And I still travel a lot in Europe to just know and learn about things, and I read a lot because I want to learn and I want to know. I'm very interested, and so I think I got it from him, because he's the same.
Yeah. How old were you then?
I think I was 6 or 7. This was before his imprisonment. Six. I have to be 6. Yeah, 6 or 7.
Okay. What is like to grow up without your father around? What kind of challenges did you or your siblings, maybe your mom, endured all these years since Dawit's detention?
Well, of course, it's hard being without a father. I think this is a universal thing. If you if you grow up without a parent, um, but at the same time, I think this gave us strength, because we know he didn't do any wrong, and we know these people that are holding him in hostage are actually one of the world's most gangster criminals, and they're mafias. So I know, and their intelligence well, it's, you can really question what kind of intelligence level they are in. Uh, so yeah, it's of course it's been very hard, but for me it's also strengthening because I know what my father fought for, and me and my family are continuing that fight.
Yeah. Do you have brothers, sisters?
Yes, I have one brother and one sister, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, my
And
mom.
you are the oldest, Ila?
Yeah, me and my twin, we are the oldest, so we are 30 years old.
Okay. What would you say to your dad, to your father, if he somehow gets your message?
Well, we love you and we will continue to fight for your freedom until you are with us, and we will also continue to fight for the freedom of Eritrea.
If you have any messages towards the Eritrean people?
Well, I urge you to continue fighting, not just for my father or for the prisoners that are journalists or politicians. You have to fight for all Eritreans because I think all Eritreans are imprisoned somehow, at least those in Eritrea. And we also have mental imprisonment by Eritreans. So I urge you to learn more, to educate yourself, to be more interested, and to, because I know one day we will all be back in Eritrea and we will walk the freedom walk together, and we will bring justice. And we also know that there are a lot of criminals, gangsters among us, and that hopefully they will get their mind straight. Otherwise, we will set them into justice. So I urge everyone to learn and to educate themselves and to continue to fight for human rights.
Mm. How hopeful are you that one day you will see your father?
I'm very hopeful and I'm very certain that will happen. And I'm also certain and that Eritrea will be free and that those gangsters, those criminals, will not be in charge.
In fact, Dawit was imprisoned in 2001 along with other journalists who have also children like you. And any messages if you have towards them?
Well, we're in this together. You're not alone. I'm with you, and we are with you. And the same evil have gotten us for now. But evil never win anyway. So just be hopeful, be strong, and pray. Also, I pray a lot and do exercise, read, educate yourself, and it will be good. And Eritrea will be free, and there will be no criminal gangsters in charge of the Eritrean state.
Yeah. Uh, if you have any comments, I will give you the chance to deliver your message.
Yes, I hope that this reach Eritrea, and to all Eritreans in Eritrea, I will tell you that we will win. Trust and believe we will win, and these gangsters will not be there for a long time. Their time will come, and we will not be like them. We will bring them to justice, and Eritrea will be a free country.
Bethlehem Isaac, thank you very much for being in my show.
Thank you.